Hey folks, long time no see. This time my hairs are perfectly fine. Plus, I'm in the black background. If you know what I'm talking about from the last two videos. Now, before we get into all the juicy stuff about, how to make a portfolio from scratch, part three, let me quickly tell you what we covered in the last two videos because it has been so long since I posted the last two videos. Firstly, the question is, what is this series even about? Like, there's a third video, what happened in the first two videos. So I'll get into it one by one. So this series is about basically kickstarting your portfolio building process from 0 to 1. And no, I'm not just gonna talk theory, I'm actually revamping my portfolio by myself. So everything here is stuff I am doing myself, especially helpful if you haven't revamped your portfolio in a while or if you're building it for from scratch for the first time. Now, I'm not claiming this is the right way, but it is the way I am doing things. So take it with a pinch of salt and hopefully you can find some inspiration. Now, what we have covered in the last two videos is firstly, we covered certain questions like why you want to revamp your portfolio. Like, is it you're looking for a job or do you want to get rid of your old branding? In my case, it's getting rid of my old branding. Choosing the right platform to actually revamp it on, be it Framer, Wix, creating a dream list of pages you want in your portfolio. So, and also dream list of case studies you want to put in a portfolio. And lastly, how do we really kick off this whole process by starting with mood boarding, what tools we use, which platforms we use, and things like that. Now, if you want to see all this in details, probably I have linked the first two videos in the comments, and you can probably see that to learn more on that. So yeah, now that we have wasted first 2 minutes on just explaining what was done in the past, let's get into this video. So today, as we mentioned in the last video, which was way long time back, we are diving into how to brand yourself and what steps I have taken so far in designing my website in Framer. So yeah, two things. How do we do our own personal branding for the website, and how that personal brand can extend into different areas like LinkedIn, and different areas like socials and newsletters and articles and everywhere else. And also, I have started building my portfolio on Framer. Now, if you have been following me on LinkedIn, you would have probably seen few snippets of different sections I've built for my portfolio in last few weeks. Okay, now let's dive into the whole branding process. I will just share my screen and we can go into that. Now, firstly, why are we even doing personal branding, right? That must be the question. Why not just start making your portfolio, right? Now, first thing is that it's super cool to have your own personal branding. I know, not a valid reason, but as a designer it's a good reason. And second, because we as designers build brands for other companies, it's also important to brand ourselves because it gives the same visual identity, the same way you show things over all the digital or physical platforms you touch, where you're using your name and things like that. So, therefore, I feel it's important to have some kind of a personal branding. I personally started personal branding way back when I started posting content on LinkedIn. Just to show you, it's a fun thing to show. This is my LinkedIn like file where I just post things. This is how many, since this is like, so it goes in a probably kind of S is going to become S probably. Yeah, whatever. It started out here and I'm currently out here, and this is a long file. So yeah, for me the branding started from there. Now out here, what you can see is the evolution of my colors and the way I put things over the years. Right, this set of things is the first kind of colors and branding that I used. These are few of my first posts. This is still now one of my highest posts. Now XD doesn't even exist and Sketch doesn't even exist. So crazy, right? Anyways, coming back to this was way back when I started posting on LinkedIn. I did not think so much about branding, but I was launching my portfolio that time. So as you can see, this is my first, first kind of color set. I use the colors white, mustard, on the brighter side mustard, I would say, and a shade of black, and something which I followed similarly in my first website that you can see out here. very similar colors and things like that. Now, as over the years, I was like, oh, this is generic colors. I felt the need to change it. So over the years, I changed it to this specific color. So a dark shade of blue to a lighter shade of blue. I've always used this font, which I love, called Visby something something. It is called Visby Round CF. I've loved using this font over the years. And this is the branding I've used for a long time. Lately, for last year, probably I felt this is like too simple. I wanted to add a bit more, design element to it. So as you can see, I have added few elements like this kind of a grid kind of a structure in the back, and added some noise and defined my colors. I like how I'm using different sections, but I still use the same font over the years, like the Visby rounds here. Now this has been my branding for probably last 3 years. I've been posting content for last 3 years. First year it was this, second, third year it evolved into something this. And yeah, over time it kept evolving, and as you can see, there's like a lot of posts done around this, and that was my purpose of whole branding itself, right? How do I showcase myself? Also, everything in my profile matches that. So you can see my I don't want to, I'm kind of embarrassed to show what my profile picture looked in these 2 times, so I'm not going to show it, and I can't even find it. But this is lately what I have had on my on my profile picture, and also my LinkedIn cover. So yeah, this was my branding for a good long time. For me, the branding was basically colors, the font I'm using, the way I'm using it, and over different areas, right? That's what really mattered for me. And also, as you see, when I changed colors out here in this, I also went ahead and changed everything. This is my current portfolio. If you search arpitchandak.com, you will land on this website. This out here, I've used the same colors, and went ahead with that. So yeah, as you see that over the years, and this color is not just followed on my socials and my website, but also on my other socials like Medium, and Behance to a limit. So yeah, try to follow the same branding over there. So that's what branding entails for me. Whenever I'm doing a refresh of my portfolio, it also means I also need to decide, do I need to refresh my branding, or is it just the refresh of my portfolio? So for example, I have refreshed my portfolio over the years in the same branding itself, but I have changed things here and there, sections here and there, but I have not done a whole brand, like this is like portfolio 1, portfolio 2, and this is the third one I'm building, but I've never done a whole brand overhaul after this. So this is what I'm doing right now. Also, this was a fun thing to show you all, like in this probably branding, the amount of posts I've built is just a grid. In a time when I was posting a lot of carousels, the amount of posts I've done on that. But yeah, it just helps so much, right? If you see this, you can totally get they're all pertaining to one specific person. Big reveal, not a big reveal, like a kind of small reveal. This is what my branding looks right now. Quite a change in the whole shift, right? Of course, I've kept my picture as same, but the background has changed because I suck at taking pictures. So whenever I take a new picture, I'll update this also. But yeah, if you see me, I've changed the LinkedIn banner, the profile picture. If you have been seeing my carousels lately, you will also see the look and feel has changed. Also changed my logo, which was something like this previously, and nothing, not only a logo out there. It was just my name typed out there. Nothing great, I would say. But yeah, now this is what my branding has come to: a shade of beige with a shade of black, and using more of a combination of serif and sans serif fonts. And yeah, I'm loving this. It kind of shows what kind of brand vision I want at this point. More mature, more premium, over the years, right? If you see this is kind of a funny font. I've used a lot of emojis. If you notice, I've removed all the emojis from my branding altogether. And again, I've kept it few places, but again, it is very small details where I've kept emojis if I've kept it, but generally I've removed it. So I again want to feel and look like more of a, I wanted to evolve my branding into something premium and look something sophisticated. Therefore, the change. Now, how did I brand this, right? All that's good, but how did you even brand this? Also, I would love to show you my website also right now, but probably I'll wait and then firstly tell you how I branded this and then show you my website. This video is already quite long. Thank you for watching till here if you're watching. That's really nice of you all. Sorry, where am I? Oh yeah. So as you remember in the first video we did some sorry in the second video we did some mood boarding sessions, right? Where we just went around the internet on different sites and we just mood boarded what we really wanted, what we liked, right? If you remember, I not me, I love the colors and noise used in this. I mentioned something like this. I love the style of the portfolio this person has. So of course I explored a bit on it, and as you can see, there's a lot of random exploration I'm going about, and I finally came across these colors. I was wanting some kind of style like this, and this is what I like. Okay, this is few example of other LinkedIn personal brandings done. This is done by a LinkedIn creator called Nick Brokema. If you want to know about LinkedIn personal branding, he is the man. So do check him out. But yeah, this is just few of his snapshots of rebranding he has done, and I was just taking inspirations from it. Of course, I have not done as good job as he's done, but hey, helps. Got the colors, got the thing, and refined it into what I have out here. Just probably lighter shade and things like the just refine it into what works for me out here. So the process of finding a personal brand is again very similar to what you would do for any other client. Look for references, look for things you like, and then work on it. Just the problem out here is you are the client out here, so you really need to be sure of what you're looking for. For me, I already had written down things the way I wanted to look and feel. Therefore, it was easier for me. So yeah, now that's all in the branding. We have already wasted so much time on this, but I would still love to show you what I have done with my personal portfolio till now, and let me quickly how I've designed my portfolio in Figma till now, and let me quickly bring that up. So yeah, this is what my current portfolio looks like. I've probably shown snapshots of it over the internet a few times already now, but yeah, this is what it looks like. It looks quite plain and simple. That's somewhere I wanted. There's some noise out here, but you probably won't be able to see it. And if you keep hovering over things, you have this whole effect come in, which I love making. Um, Kept a very simple navigation. When you click on more, you can see more things like bookshelf, articles, tech stack, things I want to buy. Very cool things I wanted to keep. Then this specific section took me quite a while to figure out. Yeah, yeah, that's a nice scroll. I've loved designing it. And then this is selected works, and yep, then going into also, if you notice, like I've done tried to do everything here, like the copy out here is not just a random GPT copy, but something more quirky, more fun, and something like that, right? Now this is my more of about me kind of section, where there is different pictures about on me, and then different designers I've built over the years, my tech stack, side projects, bookshelf, writing, whatever. Wall of love, all the testimonials I've got over the years. I love putting this shadow over it. And yeah, last but not the least, kind of reach out to me kind of section. Whenever you hover over it, you just get that specific thing. And the footer, I need to fix this. I know it. But yeah, that's what my portfolio looks like. It goes exactly with what my current branding on socials is. So yeah, that's how I'm going towards these things. The video is already very long, so I won't go any further. But I would love to talk about certain things I learned while making this portfolio. This thing took me around 2-3 weeks. I have not posted this video for a long while, of course, because I was taking time to build this. Of course, I've also built few other pages, but homepage in itself took a lot of time. I would love to share a few things I learned, probably tips I learned while making the portfolio, mistakes I did while making the portfolio. Would love to share it right now, but this video is already too long. So yeah, we'll share that in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching video till here. If you have, means the world to me, and I hope this video helped you in certain way. Now, as I mentioned at the start, this is not the right way to do it. This is the way I'm doing it. So whatever suggestions you have, or things that you feel I can improve in this, it would be great if you can tell me that. That would be really nice for me to learn on. But yeah, thanks for your time. And feel free to drop comments on what you think about this my portfolio, what you think about my process, what questions do you have if you're revamping a portfolio, and yeah, anything basically. And have a great day, evening, or night. Bye bye.